Hello everyone, welcome to the Software Coding Tutorials channel. My name is Tommy, and today we're going to talk about React with JavaScript. So stay tuned and watch this great video. So today I will be talking about React with JavaScript, and I will demonstrate to you how to create a React project with JS using Yarn Package Manager. And I will demonstrate the followings: the creations of classes, how to use props, and how to import classes and then using them, and how to use the JSX Expression. And also the command to install Yarn is npm install -- global yarn if you haven't done so. Then to create an empty React project, you can type yarn create react -app and then my app. Okay, and I'll walk you through the code how to do this. Okay, so from a terminal, type npm install -- global yarn if you haven't done so. Okay, and this will take a few minutes to install. Okay, and then afterward you can type in yarn. Let's do a clear. And so let's create a project, a default React project. So type yarn create react app, and let's call this my app. And this will take a while depending on your network speed and how many packages it's gonna install. So give this a few minutes. Okay, all done. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is do a lsltr, then cd to my app, and as you can see, the program created a few files, including the package.json, which contains all the dependency, and then there is a src folder, and this is where the source code is located. And what we want to focus on is the app.js, and let's open this in Visual Code. Okay. Okay, so first thing, get rid of all these declarations on the top. You don't need it now. And then you can see that in the div class name app, get everything in between the header declaration. So control, just save it. Okay, so next step is to minimize VS Code and type yarn start in our browser to kick in the browser to start the React. This will take a couple minutes, and as you can see, it started out successfully, but there's nothing because we wiped out all the data between our header in the React app. Okay, so let's press Control C to terminate our service. And then let's go back to VS Code and we're going to make some slight modification to get this app working again. So the first thing we want to declare up here is import React from React. Okay, so we needed the components in React to create a React app. Okay, then our next step is I'm going to go ahead and create a couple of things here. I'm going to create a class called Hello World, or a class called Hello, and extends React component. Okay, and in the class Hello extend React component, we're going to have a constructor. So I can declare constructor props, and this is a property. These are properties. I'm going to talk about it later, but for now create the constructor, and inside we type in super props. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and create a every class require some kind of render function. So we're going to declare render, right? And inside the render function, we're going to basically do a return, right? And okay, so if we type in return h1 hello world, it's going to return hello world for us. So in order for us to use this class, we would declare something like in our function app, we would type in hello, and then like this, basically like so, and then save. And then let's take a look at our browser for a second. By type in yarn start again, and as you can see, it says hello world from that line that we just created. Okay, so let's come back to VS Code, and so instead of doing this way, let's create another function, and we call this function greet. So this is how you do it, how you create a function in JavaScript. So greet equal, leave this blank parameter, and then I would type in var greeting, declare var greeting, and then in greeting I would say greeting equal to hello, and then I'm gonna pass in a property. So this, in this case, it's not created yet, but this is this prop dot name and comma, and this props greeting. Okay, so inside the render function I would type in the following. So type in this dot greet. Okay, and this is the JSX expression that you see here. So in between the curly bracket is this dot greet, and I can make custom style, right? So I can do var hello style equal to background, let's say green, and then font family I could say Courier new. Okay, And of course, the place I would use the style for this will be style equal to hello style. So you can see the h1 style. So between h1 tag, right, it would have the hello style, which is matched with what I have here. Next, I should come back to this greet function. I forgot to do a return a greeting. Okay. Then go to the function called app, and we're gonna add a few parameters. This one will be, sorry, a few properties, right? So there will be name and greeting. So here I'm gonna say hello name equal Tommy. Let's cap this, and then greeting equal how are you, okay, with a question mark. So and let's save this and see what it gives us. Okay, so let's go to the browser, and as you can see, it already rendered for me. It says hello Tommy, how are you, in green. Okay, so it compiles, it detects that if there's a change in the file, it's going to recompile the React app for me. Okay, so let's minimize this. Okay, so let's create another class, and we call this goodbye extends React component. Okay, same thing as what we declare up here. I just can copy and paste everything here, and then I'll change this to say goodbye, right? Say goodbye, and say goodbye. Okay, and then we call this something else. I'm not going to call it greeting. I'm going to say let's say statement, right? So this, call this statement and statement. Okay, and instead of green, let's make this red, and let's call this goodbye style, and I'm gonna copy this and paste it. Oops. Let's type in goodbye style, and then this should be called say goodbye. Okay, and then let's save this, and in our let's go into our function app and declare goodbye name Tommy, and then let's type in statement see you later. Okay, and let's save this, and React the compiler should recompile for us so we can see the new information in our browser. So let's open our browser, and you can see immediately it says goodbye Tommy, see you later. Okay, that's how fast the React compiler will give us the result. Okay, so next step will show you how to put these into separate files and then call and import it from app.js file. Okay, so you can see how cluttered it becomes when you have multiple classes inside the same app.js file. So let's create a couple files. So here I'm going to go and create new file, and I'm going to call it hello.js to source. And then we're gonna just copy and paste our classes, right? So import. So let's copy this and paste it. And I'm gonna go ahead and just remove this from our app.js file. Save, and then let's create another file. Let's call let's create a new file called goodbye. So let's go back to app.js and move, just cut and paste all this into this file, and don't forget to include import React from React. Okay. And we need to export. I forgot one thing I didn't mention is that we need to export the classes. So in order for the other modules to see this, we need to export it. So we need to save this with export. So let's call this goodbye JS, and then here in the other file, previous file hello, we also need to export the class and then save. Okay, and then in our app.js file we need to do an import. So we say import in curly braces hello from hello. Okay, so we need a dot slash hello. We don't need the .js extension, and then we say import goodbye from goodbye, okay, JS. Okay, and then let's save this, and that should be recompiled already. And so if you're not sure, you can just Control C, then type yarn start, and if there's an error, it should complain right here. Okay, so we get the same result by doing an import. Okay, so this is all the time I have for this tutorial, and I hope that you learned something from my tutorial. And if you like to support me, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and once I have more information or knowledge, I'm happy to spread the knowledge for you. And thank you very much for watching. See you next time.